listener family. Hope you guys are doing amazing. Good rising, good afternoon from my end. It is exactly 21 minutes past 1 p.m. My name is Joby to all the first time listeners on YouTube, Rumble, BitChute. Shout out to everyone on the radio, those who are with us, of course, on Spotify, those who can
Look at
listen to
Joby looking like an African queen.
I.
Wow.
You know what's
Watch
up?
out. Watch
Let
out.
me raise my Ankara a little bit, like my 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 attire.
Yeah, your aura. Wow. Watch out. Okay.
Yeah,
Yes, madam. Yes, madam.
Yes, everybody, I hope you guys are doing great. Hope you're ready for Wednesday, the conversation that we have aligned here for you today. But before we get to move on, I'd love to remind you if it's you are here for the first time, kindly follow us on whatever platform you're streaming live from. If you are on YouTube, Rumble, BitChute, and ensure you have our application, which is very easy for you to find on the Google Play Store. Blackout Fire Network is the name. And once you have the app, you can literally sign in using your username, whichever nickname you'd love to call yourself. You can call it yourself Donald Trump. You can call yourself the Cupcake. You can call yourself the Tax Collector, Drum Mosquito, whatever you prefer, literally. And once you have all that, ensure you check out the amazing supplements we have. We say your health is your wealth, and here we get you hooked up with nothing but just amazing organic supplements, all coming at a very affordable price. We're talking about the vitamins, the proteins, amino acids, beauty, hairness, skin essentials, glow like me. Come on, this beauty doesn't come this easy. You have to actually
That's
work
what's
on it.
up.
You have to work on it. We also have some amazing food and beverages and also some amazing natural extracts. And all goes at a very affordable price. Please, once you have the app, don't just check the supplements, add to the cart. And of course, remember you can ask any questions before and after the purchase, and they'll be delivered right to your doorsteps. Imagine help us pay these bills. Do you know running this network is really, really hard? Do you know also we need to get paid? It's a lot going on. We need to pay the bills. Come on. So please don't just download the app and keep the app on your phone. Ensure you check these supplements and order. If you find anything that is actually very helpful for you, maybe about the moringa, multivitamin bear gummies, the vitamin D3, green
Got to
sea
pay the
fruit.
bills. And let's get
Yes.
you guys, when we put some damn dick pills like Alex Jones, get the dick pills, get your bigger penis. I will make some penis pills if you need them. Shit, if
Don't
you
be the
want.
don't be the globalist. Don't be the
All
globalist.
right, all right. And don't get Equatorial Guinea. I'll give you some penis pills.
Come on, don't be Equatorial Guinea, man. You find your wife, and they are seeking favors, trying to help you pay off your debt through our
There you
coochie.
go.
Come on, nah,
Yeah,
no, no.
don't don't shut don't sell your wife's coochie, guys. Please, no. So we'll get you some. As every time the Shamani showed that lady in Kenya, don't sell your coochie like that. Just no.
No,
We'll
do
get you
not
some pills.
do not do that. But of course, as we get started today, we shall be talking about what is happening in South Africa, what we were discussing yesterday, where we saw, of course, the miners who have been trapped there for months, and where we confirmed there was 100 and something bodies that actually have been confirmed dead so far. We have about a number of those bodies that have already been retrieved from those mining sectors or centers, and of course, I'll be sharing much more on that. We shall also talk about something we discussed, I think, towards the beginning of the year, where we saw some Chinese nationals who are caught, that is in DRC Congo, with about $800,000 in cash, and of course, some other stolen gold bars that they had. And of course, they are facing charges over this. But if you try look at actually the facial expression, Chinese actually, these people know and take us for a joke. The facial expression just show me it's like they are yawning. It's like you're supposed to be traumatized. If I'm an African and I'm in China and I know I'm getting charges for life or maybe for doing something, I know this should be so traumatizing because I don't know what
They
could
know
be
they know
wrong
they
with
know
my
you're
head.
Africans. They know you're Africans.
It,
They know you're
it,
weak.
it's crazy, yeah, because you see the facial expression in it. But we also have news coming from Burkina Faso, where there's nearly 200 people have been arrested in Western Africa, and this is a crackdown on illegal mining. So if you talk about illegal
Good.
mining, Burkina Faso, of course, is doing amazing and a good job because this needs to be settled. Unlike other countries which talk about it, and yet we have politicians who
But
actually
did
are
you
the ones
but
running
did you
these
see
minings.
but did you see the Congo execute 250 young Congolese, Joby?
Yeah, I saw that, man. That was so sad.
Yeah, they won't execute their leaders, but the children they execute. Like I told, oh, they execute them. Not put them in jail. They all shot them in the head. Lined
I
them up,
couldn't
put them on the pole, and shot them in the head.
I couldn't watch that, man. I saw the kids were
Sure.
crying and I just swiped the video. I'm like, man, why are they
They
being
were
executed?
sure.
We have criminals who are doing most illegal things and yet nothing is gonna happen to them. But we shall also
No.
be discussing about Ghana and then we shall also talk about Burkina Faso. Them finally the mainstream media. This is something that actually happened a long time ago, but the mainstream media is now bringing the news to us that the fact they have banned the colonial wigs. But this is
Yeah,
something
the
that
wigs.
yeah.
I remember we did
Uh-huh.
that show 3 years ago. Just said, you did not finish the law. Talking about the goofy wigs. Goofy wigs. I said, Joby, them wigs gotta go. The wigs
Man,
gotta go, Joby.
I didn't know, man. I thought that is what makes you now, seen as a big dad. You know, this big man syndrome that we have in Africa. If you have this type of things, you are the big dog. So of course, if you see someone in this kind of a attire, this colonial clothes, like this is the big dog. Like this is a whole lawyer, this is a whole judge. Like give them
That's
some
the stat.
respect.
That shows that if I'm looking at that and I'm European, look at these dumb moronic ass niggas still have not get rid of. We still control their mind. They wearing these goopy ass wigs. You get back any country, Joby, 60 years ago, you're supposed to get rid of all this white worship shit. The goopy wigs were supposed to be gone long time ago.
Completely. But this is what is happening in South Africa. Let's get into it as we get started.
Rescuers continue their operations to bring out survivors among hundreds of miners who were working illegally in an abandoned shaft and have been trapped for months. Police said at least 24
Right?
bodies and 37 survivors have been brought out of the gold mine since Friday.
Yes, we did face some challenges yesterday in the beginning, but they are normal operational challenges in setting up our machines and
Look at
Head of the police, some white man. Always
exactly.
head of everything is white people. Just
That's
like
right.
just like when I that part of Nairobi is just full of all white people. That's right. Colonizer.
equipment.
I run shit.
Unfortunately, every rescue site is differently, and it brings its own challenges with. It's a dangerous operation and high risk of where we operate. We're operating in front, right on the edge of an open hole that can go down approximately 2.6 kilometers. We did start later than what we anticipated yesterday, but we pushed up until 7 last night. We gave ourselves a target to pull out 35 people, of which we have achieved. This morning, we started at 6 o'clock. We will push down to about 10 tonight.
Authorities say miners are able to come
That's
out
great.
and are refusing, but has been disputed by rights groups and activists.
Seeing this white guy reminds me of Joey showed a video like 2 years ago when they had the South Africans. It was some team. I don't know what kind of sports it was. Going to visit Ghana, and the whole team was white people.
It is crazy. We have allowed all this, man.
Started getting briefings and then ended up coming here physical. I've not met one person, either locally or anywhere, who said from the time the first illegal miner went down, I was here counting the first miner up to what has happened even today, even on our first visit, even on when
Which
Operation.
this is just nonsensical talk.
What is what is what is he saying? I can't. I'm like
Getting. I
I'm
was
about to
trying
say something. I can't listen to these moronic. These Jobins people. I can't listen to these moronic ass niggas. I can't deal with they ass. That Jobins, I can't do it.
Well, what I'm gonna say is that they're telling us the number of people, of course, who have been retrieved. You can see they're saying that 24 bodies and 37 survivors have been brought out of the gold mine, and that is since Friday. The operation started on Friday, and the civic organization and groups are representing the miners, saying more than 500 are still believed to be underground. So,
Damn,
number one,
500. They've been down there for months. Tell me them people dead. You can't be in there for 2 or 3 months. You got no air, no food. Them are dead people
well,
down there.
apparently, a friend of mine was telling me this yesterday that these minings they are dug in to a point where they even set up shops inside there. Like they have created ways of surviving. they bring food from outside and set up shops like inside the mining, like the minings themselves. So they have water, they have maybe snacks, bread, everything that
The
can keep them.
last, the last 3 months, Joby. The last 3 months.
Well, I don't know about the last 3 months, but I know
That,
they
that's
have
what they
people.
said. They've been down there for 3 months. So
They have
bread,
people.
bread gets mold. Bread gets moldy, Joby, in a week. Bread gets moldy,
They,
especially underground. Come
they
on.
have been, they have people who have been helping them who actually get food from outside to those caves. Like you remember the first video I was sharing, we had someone's wife who was saying we bring food here so that they can be able to
Okay.
supply, underground. We do this and this and this. So there's
But,
already a
but they get food down there, how they trapped in. Something's not making sense, man.
they don't want to come out because they want to dig this small gold they can get, go pay school fees,
But
pay rent.
they're not gonna get it. Once they get out, they gonna arrest their ass, Joby.
In a place for maybe 5 days and I'm gonna walk out with a gold that can give me maybe 20 rands, or I don't know what
And
20 rands.
I'm gonna arrest your ass. As soon as you go try to sell it, I'm gonna arrest your ass.
But Africa. I remember the first time we were discussing about even these illegal minings. The first time I was very new on Black Fire, and I remember I think it was Ghana where we had illegal miners had been trapped.
Yeah, in
And
Ghana. Yeah, it was
Ghana,
Ghana.
yeah, Ghana had said they're gonna come with a strategy which is going to help people, these illegal miners, to be able to detect if the ground is actually about to face, if you're in danger, some alarms. They're gonna be prepared in case of
Yeah.
anything. But none of the African countries have been able to do this. So as much as we're talking about even the illegal minings themselves, again, let's not forget politicians run these places, kid. It's not even the people that who employs the people, because we have cartels who are actually. I have a boss
Because they're
who's
not employed. Remember, they're illegal. They're not employed. They're doing it by themselves. It's
no,
illegal to do it.
no. I've told you personally, I've been to my father's.
I'm talking about there, Joe. We're talking about there.
Mhm.
There. In
I've been
South
to my.
Africa. That mine, not the one in Kenya.
Uh-huh. It's illegal. Even the one in Kenya, it's illegal, Keith. I've reported that sometime just a few months ago last year. Even the one from my dad's home is illegal. No one is supposed to be mining there. It's very dangerous because it's actually near a river, a very big river, one of the biggest river we have here. But I remember me asking details because I remember I told you there's someone who pays, there's someone who gets to pay these people that 200. That's why you hear these people actually survive on $2. Who is paying them
Okay.
these $2, kid? That's the question. Who gets to
Yeah.
actually fund them $2? Who has the this circulation of this money? Let's start there because we know clearly Africans are not educated about the resources, so they don't know the places to actually go trade this gold
True.
for them to get bigger portions
All
or
right.
bigger profit. So there is a
Okay.
cartel. I have a boss who's just writing this, like let's say the Chinese people, right? The
Okay.
Chinese companies, they come, they're here to, of course, what is it, to
Extract.
monetize, yeah, to instruct and monetize. But there is a small idiot from the northern Kivu or maybe Kenya from these minings who's gonna be given, let's say, $100 or two
Oh,
hundred
okay.
dollars or maybe 50. So he's gonna be the distributor. He's the bigger fish now. He's the boss of these other fellow small Africans. Let me call them like that. But in real sense, the Chinese person is the one who knows what
Value.
how the market runs, and this is why we still stuck in the same place of getting, take $200, divide among us these people, and
Oh,
because
I got you.
you're the big
Yeah.
man sitting right here, you'll know what to do with the rest of the money. And that's how corruption has been running in this even illegal. They're not really illegal, they know what they are doing. These people know exactly what they are doing, because I remember some time back, let me see if I can find this video, and I shared, we had some place in Kenya, if you can remember, a video I certainly shared. Kenyans were complaining where we had some white people invading their land.
Yeah,
They have
yeah,
started.
that was the South. That was the same people. That was the South African. South
Yeah,
Africa went there and built a damn mining area in that part of Kenya. Stole those people's land. They making millions of dollars. While the black people talking about, hey, we got no land. They make us work for little to no money because you're niggas and you're stupid. And white people want to exploit you. There's a South African that came to Kenya and took over that land. I remember you showed that video. I was like, God damn.
So let me show. We have this. This is from Kenya. I want to show a couple of videos coming from Kenya. So that is South Africa. And if you go to every African country, if you check, of course, we know this is happening. How many times have I been reporting of so many, let's say 50, 25 people have died because of a collapse of, because of landslide of these illegal mining areas.
Black people do all the hard work and don't get paid nothing but $1, while everybody else make the millions and billions of dollars. It's crazy.
Because I remember when I was at my grandma's, right? I remember there's this guy, because they used to come at my grandma's. There's how they have to purify the gold using the heat and a pan, right, for it to be visible. So I remember personally, I didn't know much as I know right now, but I asked, like, why are you taking it? And they told me to someone who gets to pay them, and this person is the one who knows the bigger market of where to take the rest of the, but for them they get the smallest portion. And I remember that guy went and sold this gold, and the next minute he came back, he was drunk. He was so drunk. And I'm like, hold on, how much did you sell this? And I can't remember the clear amount he told me, but it was some gold. And I'm like, okay, this is gold you're talking about, but hold on, you just went and drank the money. You're not even gonna take it home. And the next morning, this guy again was there at my grandma's, still doing the same thing. He's now sober, looking for another money to go to get drunk. It's crazy.
Taita Taveta County,
This is Kenya, in Taita Taveta,
in the western region of coastal Kenya, boasts an abundance of some of the world's most exquisite and valuable gemstones. For decades, this area has been a hotspot for mining these precious stones, which glimmer with promise and wealth. However, despite the riches that lie beneath the surface, billions of shillings harvested from this trade are siphoned off to foreign countries.
Always siphon out the foreign country. Always the foreigners make all the money. That's stuff, While the African gets $2, like Joey said, I got my beer money, yay! Alcohol.
Of royalty income for Kenya, depriving the nation of vital revenue that could support community development. Meanwhile, unscrupulous brokers and illegal traders have infiltrated the market, reaping substantial profits at the expense of local miners. These artisanal miners who toil under hazardous conditions risk their lives daily, often receiving little to nothing for their hard work. Their struggle underscores
they work all damn day, all day, and get like 50 cents, $1 for working 10 and 13 hours a day. Africa is so fucked up, so backward. This exploitation is out of control, but no one does nothing about it. These stupid leaders don't give a shit. Because all the money they get their little bit, all the other people get all the real money from it. It's modern day slavery. It's crazy.
Faced by those who contribute to the country's gemstone wealth, living in stark contrast to the wealth of others who exploit these resources.
Exactly. Exploit these Africans.
In the heart of the county, the vibrant mining activities unfold across the sprawling plains between the breathtaking Savo West and Savo East national parks. One of the most notable sites is the Chawia mining location, where miners embark on a grueling journey into the stifling depths of the earth. Here, they navigate through narrow, sweltering tunnels that plunge as deep as 180 meters below the surface, driven by the allure of precious gemstones. In this challenging environment, teams of miners huddle together in a single
dangerous as shit in there. But I'm working all day in that dangerous ass place to make $1. What? Man.
Palpable as they toil through 6-hour shifts, each moment filled with hope for a glimmer of treasure beneath the rock.
And this is what I'm talking about. This is why Africa's been kept in let me say this. This is why Africa's been kept in ignorance. This kind of shit here. This is in Kenya, Congo, South Africa, Ghana. This is why Africans are kept stupid. So they keep stealing from them. This is absolutely crazy. This is fucking crazy as cat shit. This is the whole cut. This is why Africa's kept ignorant. And what is he saying? What is he saying?
Exactly. He's saying there are 30 people on that ground, so you can see how deep it is, and there are 30 people, So he says they're still going deeper, digging deeper, and of course, that still gives other
That
people
shit.
more opportunity to
Yeah,
come.
it'll collapse on your ass. Fuck that. And all I get is $1? Man, fuck, man, you crazy.
So if we're talking about also illegal mining, remember we have our beautiful national park. This is where our tourists, we're supposed to be making money off the tourists coming to tour here. We're supposed to actually allow our people.
I told you that's all your minerals at. When
Exactly. So if you talk
people
about
made them
illegal
fake, when the
mining,
white people made them fake national parks.
if you're talking about illegal mining, let's talk about this. This is our national park. Who is mining this national park? Because if the others, leave alone the ones that are not in the national park, they are
You
being
got it right,
labeled
Joe.
illegal. Now,
You know who's mining? The Europeans are mining. And they're
exactly.
using black exploited labor. And your governments know it because they're the bootlegs getting money from it too. They're getting their little bit of table crumbs. But the majority is going out of the white Europe, white Arabs, or white Asians. Either way, the African is doing all the work and getting no money from it. That's
This is
what's
what
happening.
this is what I was saying. There's no you can tell me you are a whole president. You call the shots in your country. You can't make a clear.
Call
You
it,
can't just
call it
demand.
shot.
I don't care, okay? At this point, if you really are a president, yeah, you call the shots in your own country, leave alone being a dictator. If this was illegal, this should be something shocking. Ruto, he would have demanded immediate investigation. And because he is the big dog of the country,
Yeah,
I'm
hey,
sorry.
that's right, Joby. If he ran the country, he does
Yeah,
it. If he ran the
exactly.
country, what you're saying is exactly true. Of course, it would happen that way. But he doesn't run nothing but his mouth.
Today, I want to talk about Tsavo National Park in Kenya. This iconic wildlife reserve is facing some serious threats. Tsavo is one of Kenya's most cherished natural wonders, home to elephants, lions and rhinos, but recently reports have surfaced about alleged mismanagement and exploitation by foreign entities. Conservationists and citizens are outraged. Critics are pointing fingers at the Kenyan
Why they outraged?
government.
Pause that. Because listen, this fake president got this. This has been happening since Jomo Kenyatta time. This is not new. It's not new. It's just that now it's finally being discovered. But this is not new, guys. That's why they made them fake national parks all throughout Africa, not just Kenya. Because the white man said, "Dad, we know where the minerals are. We want them. We got to make sure these niggas don't be in there. So we're gonna make them national parks. Keep most of our military behind. That military base says for their security, while we steal the minerals. That's why you got all these mineral sites all throughout Congo with no roads. They just got airports over there. They fly and grab the minerals and fly out. They ain't got no road to the place. Fly in, grab that shit and leave. So this is what happened in Kenya. All Africa is rich with resources. There's no African nation that doesn't have resources. Has to have minerals. They all do. Kenya just was fooled to think they didn't by making these fake national parks. Now people are like, hey, what's all this shit happening in the national parks? Hey, it's been happening.
And
It's
it
been
goes
happening.
deeper. Yeah, it goes deeper and deeper. If I am to pull videos, it's plenty. 5 years ago, we had some people who are being evacuated from their houses in some place here in Kenya. I can't remember, but I shared that video some time back, and they were
Time to
complaining.
get out.
Nothing. The president didn't respond to none of these
Of course
allegations.
not.
That is Uhuru Kenyatta at that time. So it is
Of course
enough of
not.
this bullshit of illegal minings. We need to find the people behind. You can't just be arresting those who are working in those mining centers.
Oh, you talking
I'm
about the
just,
real people?
yeah,
You
I'm just
talking about the real people who's behind it, Joby. I get you. The real
exactly.
power.
Me,
Yeah.
you can't arrest me. If you come arrest me, at least the first question should be, who is your boss? That should be the first question. Who is your boss? And then I'm gonna point fingers. All of us we point fingers. And then I'm certain that person is gonna point their boss, someone who's giving now the directions, all the instructions. You'll find it's all these Chinese companies, all these British companies we saw, all these
True.
European companies.
True.
They're the where people are giving these funds so that the other ones can work so hard.
That's true.
$2 as you take away all the gold. This is we need them. These people should be actually let to go scot free. Let us find the people who actually control these places.
That's
It's
true.
not well, this is some bullshit talk. But shout to Fire Entertainment. Am I supposed to call Indo Fire, but I'm gonna call it Fire Entertainment. So to you, it says unemployment is high and borders are porous. What do you expect? And I also see he says, damn right, Joby, these illegal immigrants, minors are funded by crime syndicates. Exactly. And these are all politicians. They gain very well from that. They gain very, very, very well from that. Because a good example is again when we had two twin brothers who are criminals came into Kenya. Remember the story? And they came here through the help of our opposition leader, a couple of officials.
Oh,
These people went.
those Pakistanis. What are those Pakistanis or something?
Yeah, exactly. Where they left, they had some crimes that they had not dealt with.
Yeah.
Came to Kenya to continue with more crime, and on top of that, there were drugs. There are so many things. So please, come on. You know, we can't keep on being played for a fool every single time. I also see it says the leaders fought their way up to become new black oppressors. Exactly. And apparently, or unfortunately,
Yep.
people have been, leave alone now the leaders now even go even on the ground. I'd say it's like levels of cartels, yeah? It's like we have levels of cartel.
Yeah.
Like we have the big man, we have the big man who's not really a big man, but of course a big man to the employees. Then we have someone, of course, who's also taking orders but act like a big man. Like it's crazy. And it's been operating like that for some time. Even in
Well,
the industry.
well, shout out to Molly. Molly got anybody South African, white people all over Africa, all the gold mines. So you had a gold mine of South Africans set up in Mali who weren't paying their taxes and stealing the gold like they do. And like Joby just said, if you actually own the country and you're the president and it's you have power, you go and seize the gold. That's what Assimi Goita did yesterday or the day before yesterday to a South African firm. He said, I told you you're stealing the gold. I'm not going to tolerate it no more. So Mali went in and seized the mining site and seized all the gold. Took all of it. Took all of it. Because it's their gold.
It is crazy, but we get to continue still under the same illegal mining. Of course, like we said, we know the Chinese are the biggest operators, and they have majority of the companies also in DRC Congo. But I want you to just look at the facial expression of these Chinese who have right now, of course, been charged because of them being found with I think that was. Was it 8 or 13 gold bars? I can't remember, and that was $800,000 in cash. But look at just the vision.
Kavu began a high-profile trial on Monday involving 3 Chinese nationals
Now
accused of
why
engaging
don't
in
you
illegal.
why don't you got a bunch of Africans running around China stealing shit or stealing? Oh, there's no resources in China, but you still want to have a lot of Africans. These Chinese motherfuckers are everywhere throughout Africa, everywhere stealing.
Yeah, because what you can find in China is just rats, noodles, nothing else, and cockroaches. Kindly, that's what they eat: rats, cockroaches, noodles, and rice.
Mineral exploitation in Walungu, South Kivu, in DR Congo. The defendants face 7 serious charges, including illicit mineral extraction, money laundering, illegal residency in DRC, fraud, pillaging of natural resources, and unlawful possession of mineral substances. This case has drawn significant attention due to its implications for South Kivu's ongoing battle against the illegal exploitation of resources. The arrested Chinese citizens were apprehended for violating the rights of the Democratic Republic of Congo. They must be tried according to the law, and their defense rights will be guaranteed, as you can already see from
you lock them up for life, or you put a bullet, in the head. See, this who you gotta execute, because you gotta send a message. This who you gotta execute. Then we did your youth, you gotta put these 3 up, put them on a pole, you put a bullet in their head.
Africans are so scared. Oh my God.
I know, and that's the problem.
I read something somewhere and I was like, man, don't be scared to become a villain in someone's story because you, at the end of the day, you've always maybe been a villain in their story. Like, is it a villain or whatever? But
Exactly.
The Chinese people, these people, if it was an African, oh my God, they'll be
They kill him.
celebrating.
Yeah.
They celebrate. They'll go rogue if it was us found stealing these Africans, these dirty Negroes coming from shitty poor ass places.
Yep. Take what
Seen
they
it.
take.
Which right now I don't even need to be told anything. I do research, we bump into the video, we see the racism, it's there. But when it comes to us, I don't understand the fear our big men have. This president, I don't understand.
Now Joby finally gets it. I told you the fear and the cowardice of African men. Now you get it. Explain to me, Joby. What is it? What's
What's the
going on?
fear of what? What fear do you fear of? We're living in the fear of unknown. But fear of this is not even unknown. This is very well known. We were so disrespected by this other race. So when it comes to us, we're supposed to just always be kind.
Yep.
Are we really supposed to be kind? Because
That's why, like you said, Joby, that's why he's young. He's not even scared because he knows these African men are not going to do a goddamn thing.
When it comes to us Africans, we should be, at least empathetic to each other. That is what I said yesterday. Just because you have 1, 2, 3 issues with one person doesn't make the rest of the African people wrong. But Chinese, they're all bad people. I don't care what you're saying. Noodle eaters, all of them are bad. Okay? All of them. I don't care who you've met, but you can trust someone. I always say you can trust someone because today they have changed their costume. You're still a clown. You are a clown.
And exploitation linked to these Chinese nationals in the South Kivu region highlights environmental destruction and river pollution caused by the gold mining via dredging. The civil party's lawyer believes that the population will regain their right and is demanding compensation for the damages caused by the Chinese companies.
You will wait so much. You will wait with this begging and you yelling without.
Isn't it funny? You see the same thing that Chinese, and they had them in Ghana. They were stealing gold. In Nigeria, stealing gold. In Mali, stealing gold. In Kenya, stealing gold. In Congo, stealing gold. In Zimbabwe, stealing gold.
But I hope my path leads me towards so much greatness of leadership, even in my own country. Like being honest, because trust me,
I think that's where you're headed.
I'm gonna be worse. Like I said, this is not Professor Lumumba, Dr. Rikara. Trust me, they're gonna hate me. I don't have time for, and this is why it's so hard for me even to keep friendship. I don't tolerate bullshit. Okay, I don't. This is just in me, in nature, character. This is just me as Joby. I've come to. I don't tolerate bullshit. This is why it's so hard for me to.
If you gotta keep bullshit, Joby, they're not your friends.
Exactly. And most people like also bullshit. They want to be, pampered. It's okay. I don't do that. I'm so straightforward. I'm so straightforward. And once I find you messing up,
you're the new African that Africa needs, Joby. You're the new African that Africa needs. Finally.
Of begging and always this. I don't understand. We need to lose our fear. Trust me, right? I was telling French Money the other day. I'm so amazed by my confidence because right now you can tell me nothing. I don't care who you are. I don't care how old you are.
Because you know who you are now, Joe. Because you stand in your knowledge. Because you stand in your gnosis of knowing. So you know you shouldn't be scared of anybody. Should just give preference to people because the knowledge that you have. That's your confidence. You know things. You know who you are.
Exactly. And then I was also told my aura, how threatening it is always. And I'm like, yeah, I have a threatening aura. I'm going to wear it now very well. I didn't know that. Because I like accountability. That's why it is threatening. That's number one. It's threatening because I'll not tolerate this. I'll tolerate this. I'll ask this. And the moment you don't want to answer, you're going to get mad and see, Joby is the bad person. I'm not. I just like accountability.
Accountability. That was your new TikTok video said when it's surprising. Yeah, you say this, and then you're not this, then I find out you're this, and then you're gone. I'm like, what is it?
Because what are you telling me now? You say this. What are you telling me now? What was you telling me? What was you telling me? Kindly come clear. We're still under the same discussion. This is in Burkina Faso where we have nearly 200 people have been arrested. That is, of course, a crackdown on illegal gold and sand mining. I didn't know sand mining was still very active, but I know it is active here in Kenya in some parts of
What
Ukambani.
kind of mining is it? Sand mining?
Yeah, sand mining and gold mining.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah. They say nearly 200 people have been arrested. Seizures of dangerous chemicals, explosives, and drugs. This is outcome of an operation targeting illegal gold mining in Burkina Faso, Gambia, Guinea, and Senegal. An Interpol, which coordinated the West African.
But gold is just everywhere in Africa. Africa has all the gold, but all the white people got the gold. All white countries control the gold market. Make it make sense. Europe got no gold. Europe has no gold, none. But they control the gold market. But Africa is the one with all the gold.
Well,
Crazy.
they also say the United Kingdom Home Office also participated in the effort, which is a red flag because we know this is one among the people who actually have, of course, their companies still in gold.
That's right. Exactly.
So
that's why the gold market is set in England. How's the gold market set in England? They don't got no gold there.
So if they set up what I've seen with these illegal minings or kind of operation, every time this is happening is because they want to put someone new. Either people are not following the orders the way it is supposed to. The master, the big man, is not benefiting the way it's supposed to. People are going against people are maybe going against the rules of why you're there. It's the same thing when we saw Kenya. Them setting aside 5 billion Kenyan shillings to actually subsidize fertilizer, only to come find out they have employed people.
It's like sand and rocks or some shit they gave you.
Yeah, they have employed people and they're paying them very well to dig sand and package it as
I'm sorry, I don't mean laugh, but that was one of the most craziest stories Joby did. That shit was crazy. How you not gonna know that's not fertilizer, Joe?
It's crazy. People are not educated. I also wonder, man. I don't know personally because I grew within farming, so I can
okay, yeah.
I know how to smell fertilizer. Even if I've not been around it for so long, I can tell this is fertilizer. This is also how it breaks you. This is how you need to break it and see, like, oh my God. And Africans really make me wonder sometimes. So I feel like there's someone who's trying to find a way how they can benefit. If this is coming directly from Burkina Faso itself, it would have made sense. But we're talking about Burkina Faso, Gambia, Guinea, Senegal. These other three countries are not part of the Alliance Sahel state, are not part of Pan-Africanism, are not part of anything yet.
Remember Guinea's the one. Guinea's youth is one with the white woman with the white French wife.
See, which is a big problem. It is a very, very big problem. Shout to Jumbo in the building. Jumbo to you too. Hope you're doing amazing today. I also see Fire Entertainment says mining in Africa is a racket, and I also see
it is.
I don't know. Africans haven't healed from colonialism and slavery. That's
True.
why.
True.
I do agree, but we need to. I feel like at this point, how many years has it been? And
Joby, trauma is hard to get over, Joby.
I really do understand very, very well. I do, but I feel like through the knowledge we have, because what should have made us really traumatized and having this fear is because of the misinformation we've been given. Because the misinformation we were given is they came to help us, they came and brought this, they came and did this. But what did you do to us? You know, that part of leave alone those who experience.
The rape, the beating, the murder, the killing.
Exactly. I feel like for us who are learning, you know, even if in our past lives we were part of the experience, but I feel like for this generation whom we are here to learn and understand what really happened, it should really make us so angry, not traumatize us the way our previous generation has been traumatized.
But that's true, but the youth, you guys are the ones that's waking up. The youth are the ones saying it's right. It's the youth that's waking up. The youth that's saying, what you did to our forefathers was bad. We're not going to be quiet about it. your parents don't have this information. Your
Exactly.
grandparents don't have the information. You
Exactly.
guys got it.
If you're talking about the generation that survived, all these, then that is very understandable because for crying out loud, they're still even asking for reparations back. Let's start there. That is another big trauma. That's one of the biggest trauma. The fact that you're asking for, the pay of something you did, compensation of land that was stolen, maybe your husband's body. We've seen, of course, this has been happening historically in most of the African countries, parts of the body parts of those activists that were taken, or the most people
Yeah.
who are stood with their people. If it is that generation, sometimes personally I love saying it is very understandable for them not to want to come out and express pan-Africanism or want to do anything about it. But for us who we are learning, for me as Joby, this one, I'm not scared of anything, trust me. Even today, if I'm kidnapped and to be
They
killed,
know.
trust me, I'm not
They
scared of
know.
it right now. Like nothing. Oh my God, I stand by the truth. That is what I do. I'm gonna stand by the truth. I'm gonna stand because I love what I do.
But
I
this,
love the
but
fact
this,
that I express
this would
myself.
happen. This would happen with most African youth, especially the young women. They're the ones waking up Africa. They're the ones asking the question. So that's why they're trying to put the genie back in the bottle. They're trying to stop this. You and the rest of Africans are dangerous to the power structure.
I feel like once you lose the fear, and this I've even seen this today,
Exactly.
because I've been complimented a lot today. Even before I came to the studio, I went to buy bread, so I was just
All
walking.
right.
So people complimented me. Oh, you look nice. You look nice. Da, African. Da, 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 da. I'm like, yeah, thank
All
you.
right.
This white, tall, white guy, and the way he was coming towards me, I was like, this motherfucker wants to talk to me. This motherfucker wants to talk to me. So I have my head very high, straight, confidence. Of course,
Yeah.
my cutting walk style and all that. Now, like this confidence that doesn't threaten you, something is wrong with me. Something is really, really wrong with me. And he passed. He diverted his way literally. I don't know, but being honest, I've never been approached by a white person. Being honest,
Yeah.
personally, hey, can I have your number? I'd love to take you on a date. I don't give that aura. I don't give that aura at all. Like,
He,
um,
he probably see all your confidence. Like, nah, I can't. This, I can't really brainwash this broad.
that's what that's what comes when you get rid of fear. The moment you start seeing
Yeah,
people
the fear.
like,
Exactly.
oh,
But Burner Boy told you even that. Even Burner Boy told you it's all. What did Burner Boy say when the song said Africans are raised with fear? That's true.
because I've seen women when they say white women, they're gonna start now, acting all punctual. You're a top tier lady. Nah, I'm me. Okay. Nobody says a
What,
bitch in the face. I'm a
what's
bitch in
wrong?
your
What,
face.
what's
Like,
wrong with what's wrong with me calling a top tier lady? Lady, it's saying
no,
you got a lot of class.
no, 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 no. They don't even kid. What I'm trying to say is that women who don't even have that top tier bullshit, they see white men, they start acting. Men, you should see
Oh,
this. It's so bad. White men, we have those ladies. They see white women,
I,
white men,
I already know. I already know. I already know, Joby. I
amazing
know. I
handsome.
know.
They start. Nah, I'm not doing none of that. You, I'm not. I don't want to even want to see you. You don't even impress me. Like I don't understand what black ladies like about white women.
Because they've been put in poverty, Joby, and their mind. Listen,
Leave
it
alone the
never used
men.
to be like that. You've been put in poverty, Joby. So they see that way to a better life, and you've been told white is better. So you also see them as a god. So that's the it's a collapsed mindset. You've been given to colonial, so it's a colonial mindset. All these people, just like with right, you weren't in yet. Like the girl that Shamani and Eartime played there on this show, talking about black people might be the colonialism close to the that's why black people in Kenya, just I told you, Africa, desire to be closer to whiteness because it's a symbol of success. So they desire to be closer to whiteness. The closer you are to whiteness, the closer you are to success. And that's just true. That's what they did with colonialism. And that's not just Kenya. That's all of Africa. That's the whole program they put in Ghana, Nigeria, Mali, Burkina Faso, Zambia, Niger, Angola. It's the same. You see the same shit. Zimbabwe. It's the same thing.
Hmm. It is crazy. That's why I'm going through the comments of my yesterday show since we're talking about steel mining and all that. There's this
Uh,
white guy said, as cool as it is to steal $250 million, it's nothing compared to multi-trillion dollars rip-off that the global warming scam is. Hmm. Okay.
yeah, the global warming. It's about the money that they put into that global warming scam. It's true.
Mhm. It's crazy. But as we continue, the next story is about Ghana. We've seen the Ghanaian statue. I don't know how many of you saw that. Ghana is getting tired of, I hope they get tired of also John Mahama very soon. I don't know why they had to express the anger
That's
of
true. He ain't took it off as yet, Joey.
like they need to start doing it so soon because again let's go back to history, and this is why I say the Africans we've not been taught again accountability, and this is why I'm loving this
Exactly.
as I
That's
grew up.
exactly.
I'm
That's
loving this
true.
about myself. Literally, this is something I love about myself, and I'm so falling in love with it because I'm like, yeah, Joby, because people don't like it, and this comes in everything, and this is why things will run the way they'll run. People just want to do stupid things, and that's okay, because I'm your friend, because maybe you're so close to the boss, you think you can do just some bullshit. No, you can't. There's a level of respect, there's a level of accountability, and when it comes to delivering some things, you have to deliver. And if you look at Africa, the reason why we have stolen funds, all these loans, and we don't even follow up what the
I like
money
accountability.
going is lack of accountability, because no
Of
one
course.
bothers to question, because it's not even in part of our school where we're taught
Exactly.
if someone doesn't do this, part of democracy, or this you practicing democracy, which is your right, is
True.
you to demand accountability. You said you're gonna do
Exactly, Joe.
in the first year, you're gonna do this and ensure it's done. You took funds, billions of this. Where is the money? Nowhere.
Exactly.
All you
Exactly.
see is
Exactly. That's how
accused.
your school system's supposed to be set up, Joby. Just like accountability. Like when you show me all that money been taken, and you show me that goofy bridge to nowhere. Like, what's
Exactly.
this?
So when
What
it
is
goes
this?
back to Ghana, the Ghanaians should be very brave, and Africans we need to start waking up and braving up in our heads. We can't keep on having presidents who failed us coming back to power. To
Exactly.
do what? To do what? Let's look at
True.
your ass. Number one, what did you deliver when you was a president? Because if I look at the videos of John Mahama, there's nothing to do with corruption. But if you go to articles, oh, you get them deeper and deeper and deeper and deeper. Before he became president, I said he just cleared some case he had with an airport. Oh, where's this case? Oh, it has been dismissed. Why? No explanation. Accountability. Is anyone going to be held accountable about these scandals, money? Oh, nobody.
No, no, because
What,
he's part. No, because he's part of the political elite of Ghana. Exactly.
what did
No, he's not.
you do with the money? Oh, we built Nana Akufo-Addo a statue. A statue for huh? What is the bullshit? We can't keep on having this nonsense. So we have a controversial statue of Ghana's former
See,
president,
that's
Nana.
why they scared you. They never, you see the fire you got. But this fire hasn't been in Africa, Joe. See, this is dangerous. And this is all throughout Kenya. You're not going to be able to keep control of a continent with a million Jobies. It's not going to be able to be. It's
And
not going to work.
you can't. You can't. So we have the Nana Akufo-Addo statue, which was taken down by the people, and of course, this makes them mad. I kind of wonder this big man syndrome. It even like affects them, to the point where,
Yeah,
like Ruto said, "Oh, putting people in coffin is not gonna help you take you anywhere. Why you threatened them? You are a president. You are the big man here. You shouldn't be. You are alive, as a matter of fact. This is an AI generated image of you in a coffin. Why you threatened if it's not a big deal?
exactly.
Why are you kidnapping people? Samia Suluhu, why are you sending people behind bars? A 26-year-old man. That is someone who's trying to
Because
figure out their
because
life.
because they're
Literally.
used because they're used to Africans being scared and keeping their mouth shut.
I mean, I'm just banning your picture, Keith. Is this a big
I
deal of
know.
banning your picture?
No,
You have
that's your right.
copies.
That's your right in a democracy, Joby. That's your right. That's freedom of speech. In a democracy, that's your right to do
Just a
that.
picture. It's just a picture.
But
Even it's
but
just a
but but
picture.
I know, Joe. But culturally, yeah, that's your right, Joby. In a democracy, that would be your right. But culturally, it's not, you haven't done that culturally because you've been told to be scared and told not to go against your great leader. Remember, the leaders are all honorable and his or her excellency and all that dumb shit. I don't call nobody work for me. His excellency, you work for me. Why am I calling you excellent?
Museveni is gonna arrest a 24-year-old, someone who's just maybe in university, doesn't even know nothing about a lot, but trying to figure out life, or because of calling them some names and his son on
Because they have fragile egos, Joe. But they're morons. The egos are fragile because they know they're not. That's why you know they're not developed as they're not leaders. The puppets put in there. That's why their egos are so fragile. Any threat to their ego, to their power, they overreact, they're overzealous because they're not leaders. The puppets put in by white people. That's why they're hypersensitive with their image and their egos. Because if you was a real leader, you won't worry about nobody like no fire. So what? Who cares?
Exactly.
You're gonna kill anybody saying nothing. Who cares? Who gives a damn?
You're taking you're pouring your accountability on the wrong things, instead of the right things. On the wrong things, like people mentioning you using AI, not the funds. When it comes to you being held accountable about funds, no, you don't want to talk about that. You don't want to, oh, we had projects which are supposed to be done. No. Don't worry about that unfinished bridge. But it took us 56 billion Kenyan shillings. What? Like what? Oh, don't worry about the schools that have leakage. Students don't have anywhere to sit. They're under trees.
Exactly.
We don't care. What about the hospitals? I remember I shared an image of a hospital. That is a whole hospital. Took 100 million Kenyan shillings. In every budget and every month these funds are counted for this hospital. But it looks like that. Not even a single bed.
That is like no hospital to me. That's how been like an old it look no hospital, I'll tell you that.
It is so sad. It is super, super sad. But last but not least, before I get to share the video of we have Ibrahim Traore, of course, who also called for the denouncement of all the military governments in Africa. Of course, we know how they've been set up. They don't. He said the video is really long, so I'm not going to share it. I'm going to share the part where he talks about Macron for undermining Africans, seeing us as nobodies, and then them seeing themselves as humans, where Africans have been considered as non-human people. And this is what they
exactly. That's honest. So now you can honesty. They've been, why none of these other bootlegs said that? Because the white people don't tell us, we've been seen as non-humans. They don't value our humanity. That's a fact. That's why you're treated like shit everywhere we go throughout the world.
So we have Burkina Faso, of course, which we saw as burnt is colonial wigs, which is something amazing. This country is making steps by steps of literally coming back to a true African
right? Colonizing the mind.
Starting with the cultures and traditions, because his motive is for us to embrace our culture, our identity, because this is nothing to do with our identity at all.
Don't be ashamed to be African.
Exactly. We shouldn't. We should not. Sadly, we've been made to feel we shouldn't like ourselves the way we look, our skin color, our hair, our everything. And we need to start embracing, loving yourself. I was reading a quote of somewhere which said, and I think it's really, really true. The perception of yourself that you have, you as a person, affects your energy, and that is very true.
Yes, it does.
If you start viewing yourself as a, like the way I was messed up, I'm gonna die and have a white hair. At least I was not really that gone, but I've never got that itching, none of that. For me, chemicals, I've said that they've not worked with my hair, so I'm not the person who has embraced chemicals.
Yeah, you're so good with that. Yeah, your self-image affects your energy.
Yeah, so I love the fact my mom personally, after still telling her that I don't want no chemicals to do with my hair and all that, she has never made me feel like, hey, you need to do extra to feel like you're pretty. No, she maintained the African culture.
Exactly. You don't have to look like a white woman to be beautiful as an African woman.
Having my hair on or braids on, that is basically what she has taught me. And even when I started, Like when I started embracing maybe makeup, that's when she was like, I see you're into beauty. And she never like, pushed me away towards it. And I love the fact she just allowed me to be me at some point. But I also see John
That's
Mosquito say,
good.
share the video here. I see we have Fire Entertainment says Africans haven't healed. I think I read that. We also said Africans aren't confident to take European and Asians on because we
Oh,
don't manufacture our own weapons. Let me tell you, leave
that
alone.
that that that's the truth, there, man. But your confidence got to come first before you start manufacturing those weapons. So you're
Exactly.
right about the confidence level. So my thing was always to make sure I give people their confidence, like Joby and Katie. Your confidence got to be a way that you're not going to allow people to disrespect you. You're not going to you're not going to treat people better than you would treat you and your own people. That's a no-no. That's a recipe for genocide. So shout out to the ladies that understand when their first trip away to Tanzania, they had to confront that white man who wanted to treat them like shit. You don't allow nobody to treat you like garbage
Mm-hmm.
at all. And white people got accustomed because sadly, like Joey said, we've tolerated it. We've tolerated them. We've allowed them to treat us like garbage and not do nothing about it. Because, like he said, because our confidence and self-esteem was destroyed through slavery and colonialization. And that's a fact. But you got to get that back. You got to get it back. Like Joby has hers back. I I've been got mine back. but you gotta
Yeah.
but you gotta get it back.
You have to, because it takes. I feel like, yeah, because me, if I look at myself, being honest, if I look at my confidence, if I even if you guys can tell the growth, as much as I
Of
had
course.
it, not really this much of confidence that I have. I don't want to say I was really that much of a shy girl. I had my confidence, yes, because if I didn't, I feel like number one, I would not have been able to walk out of our home, my dad's home. I would have stayed
Yeah,
there in the uh, the,
that's
the,
true.
the the normal African child. It's okay, my dad to treat me fucked up. He should be abusing my parents. I should listen. I should not disobey parents. No, I was like, bro, F you and your money, and I'm going. I'm gonna survive. I'm gonna survive. I will survive. I don't know how, but I will. Okay? I will.
Yeah,
And I
yeah,
will.
yeah. That took a lot of belief in yourself,
Because
a
trust me, I
lot of
didn't know
confidence.
but I did. Somehow I just did. Even if it was house to house, friends to friends, family from family, I still survived to becoming this person I am. So I do agree with you too.
You survived so much that now people say, Jimmy, what are you doing to afford for you live at? How you able to live here?
Hey, you don't want to know the story. It's a whole document. Do you have time for my YouTube? I'm gonna give you a whole story. Like, are you ready to read a book? It's a whole story. Which one do you want? Or an audio? Like, which one would you want to listen? Also, Sifa Entertainment says we don't advance military well, always be exploited. I agree with you, and that's why
You're
he's
right.
calling for the
You're
denouncement
right.
of all military that we have in Africa. And he also says African presidents are glorified for doing nothing. I know, but
exactly.
having
Exactly.
balloon stomachs, they come in skinny. Always watch out. Look, I wonder Kagame. I wonder how Kagame doesn't have a balloon stomach. Like this, with all that net worth and stealing. Imagine he's still
he but
maintaining.
he's still working out. He got to go to Congo and get his troops in shape. He can't be looking all fat and fucked up around his N-23 rebels, Joey.
I mean, look at Tinubu. Watch Ruto. Ruto is getting confident by threatening people with the abduction so that he can have a balloon stomach. He doesn't want to come out of it. Trust me, they never want to come out skinny because they're like, "How are you a president? You came out this skinny." This motherfucker was stressed by the youths, the Gen Zs. Oh my god! Oh, it's crazy. But shout out to Joby. They vandalized, destroyed that statue. I know it was torn down. I don't know if I have a clear image of it. Let me see if I can share. It was completely destroyed. I looked at it and I was just laughing. My head,
Wait. They tore down Kobe Dollar Doodle statue.
yeah. Yes. That's what I want to call about it, literally.
Yeah, yeah. See, you would never get this in Africa 20 years ago. Yeah, yeah. They know his ass is horrible. Like, nah, get this shit out of here. You ain't get no statue of this damn this fake ass bastard.
That's how it was looking at first. You see, with his balloon stomach, the bottom was almost
Yeah.
down. Then the arm was left there standing, only the arm, and then the head was down with his teeth laughing. That is what, completely destroyed. But also, Sujan was just the ugliest statue I've ever seen. God damn. It looked bad though. Really bad. He's also saying Macron is crying because Air France has lost 60 million since the flights were banned. Yes, I remember reporting that some time back. They lost since, of course, they were kicked out of Burkina Faso. But we have this video as we come towards the end. Ibrahim Traore talking about Macron. Of course, we saw him saying the Alliance Sahel state and most of the African countries kicking them out. They're not appreciative enough of what France has been doing. And he also added, as a matter of fact, France is not being kicked out of Africa. They are restructuring how they can come back. And I'm like, okay. So listen.
That's how this gentleman sees Africa and Africans. We're not human in his eyes. Maybe he's the one who's not human.
Welcome to Candid Africa.
All opportunities are provided to understand imperialism and its manifestations. When I reflect on Emmanuel Macron's recent remarks about Africa, every conscious African should quickly understand everything he said and what it truly means. General Tiani recently discussed the change in tactics or strategy of
They
French
believe,
forces.
pause that for a second. Pause it. See, that's why you need young leaders smart like him. Conscious. He wants to be conscious to know. The crowd is telling you Africa belongs to us, you dirty niggas. That's what he's saying. That's what he's saying. So that's what he's saying subliminally. I don't give a damn what you niggas think you're throwing us out of here. That wealth belongs to the white man and not you niggas. We're going to figure out a way to get back in it. We're going to overthrow you niggas, and we're going to put our people back in. You know how many spies, like they say, how many spies around Kenya? We're going to get it back. So if Macron is just letting this European think, these niggas think they getting free, you niggas will never get free. You're our slaves. Your land belongs to us. Your riches, your gold, your cobalt, your coltan, your diamonds, your silver, all that shit belongs to us, not you. That's what Macron is, and that's what Macron is saying. Go ahead.
I believe he has come to confirm it. It's about dissolving and maintaining a core system. Emmanuel Macron put it so clearly, and we can only thank him for his honesty. Even though some tried to deceive the people, reality eventually catches up. They won't leave certain countries. They have just dissolved the setup. You won't see them in bases anymore, but they will still be present in embassies. They will create security companies to protect their interests in these countries. The soldiers will be there, but you won't see them in uniforms or gathered in bases. That's all it means. They will reorganize.
Those will be the spies, exactly. When you see white people walking around Kenya and all this other shit, you better believe those are a lot of spies to make sure that Kenya never gets free. When you see white people walking around these African countries, you think those are just some of the settlers. Of course, Kenya's got a lot of settlers and a lot of places but a lot of these white people are spies. And that's what he's talking about. They're going to reshuffle and bring back spies like they're vacationing in Bikini Faso, or they just there to do business. No, they're there to try to overthrow the government and get control back.
Yep.
He's smart enough to know that. Go ahead.
He spoke of politeness towards certain heads of state, giving them the prerogative to announce the break or departure of French forces. That doesn't concern us. But what we do know is that if you want to break with these imperialist forces, it's simple. You have to denounce the defense agreements. It all starts there. I believe the example of Chad is tangible. They began by denouncing the agreements. Otherwise, if we don't denounce the agreements and only say that the bases are leaving, we've done nothing. Because the problem lies in the colonial defense agreements that were signed since independence. He, Emmanuel Macron, also insulted all Africans in his remarks. There's a part that caught my attention where he talked about ingratitude, and that ingratitude is a disease that can't be transmitted to humans. He's human. Our ingratitude is not transmissible to him. That's how this gentleman sees Africa and Africans. We're not human in his eyes. Maybe he's the one who's not human. I think that if he's not an atheist, and he prays every morning that he wakes up and prays, he should also pray to Africans, because it's thanks to our ancestors that France exists today.
Pause it. I'm good shit. See, you never heard none of these bootlegs say this. See, without Africa, there's no England. Without Africa, there's no France. Without Africa, there's no Germany. Without Africa, there's no fucking Europe. Europe has nothing. It's always been poor until it captured Africa. You never heard no bootlicking, handkerchief head leader say what he just said. They need to be thanking Africans, because without Africa, they wouldn't even exist. That's a fact. Mm-hmm. That's how you know you got free now. He's not bootlicking. Go ahead, Joe.
Have to be human. We're more than human.
We have it. That has been our candid speech.
Yeah, and that's it. He said Macron is the one who's not human, because Africans have been humane for the longest time, and that is basically the truth. We've been super kind, but
super humane, super kind. Exactly right, Joby.
You know, always wanting to just
too humane, too kind, too loving.
You know, and that's why you need to get rid of that. You need to stop being super kind. Sometimes be a bitch, okay? Be again the villain in the story, you know. Just sometimes stand up and do what you've never done. Dare to wear a different kind of confidence, unlike the one that you're used to. People always just pushing you around.
Dare to go back to be an African warrior again. You lost your warrior spirit when you got colonized. Dare to be African. And Africans will never count your warriors. Okay? Go back to your warrior spirit and be honest and be unapologetic and unashamed to be African first. You're African first. It's my land. My people are supposed to be wealthy. And then if you want to do business with me, it'll be at my expense, not yours. The bulk of the businesses, I have all the wealth. My people are going to get rich first, not yours. Mm-hmm. And I'm unapologetic about that. If you don't like it, go away. But they're not going away. It can't go away. But Africa, their countries don't exist, as he just said. So they're going to want to go to war, and that's okay. You motherfuckers go to war with Africa today, you're going to be wiped out. There's not enough of you white people no more. I don't care how much you got the technology. Damn that shit. You're going to have boots on the ground. Mm-hmm. Boots on the ground, you're going to get wiped out.
I was to say the same thing when I was reading this comment of Fire Entertainment saying that Africans aren't confident enough to take European invasions because of leave alone the weapons. Drop the weapons, honey. Come hand on hand. Because I've never seen a white man who knows how to fight.
They're never gonna fight you hand to hand, Joby. They can't fight. They're never gonna fight. The weapons is how they won. How they conquered the world. The weapons. Without the weapons, they never conquered anything. So they need the weapons, Joby. They're never gonna fight you.
Weapons. Drop the goddamn weapons. Since you consider me weak, you consider me out of all these names you've been insulting me. Come on, hand on hand. Let's go.
They're not gonna fight no hand to hand, Joby. They're gonna say that's for morons. We invented weapons to kill you niggas. Ain't our fault we invented good weapons and you didn't. That's because you're stupid. That's what they gonna tell you.
I love the way my confidence has really grown to even defend myself even when men try to do something stupid. I'm a smack you on the face, and I'm not sure. That's the motto I've been moving with lately. Like you wanna do what? Yeah, touch my ass. Do just something crazy. I'm gonna smack you even with one. I don't care where you're bleeding. Trust me. I'm not gonna be. If our women literally led and they were the ones picking men outside there to fight. Oh yeah. I'm that one. I'm back, honey.
It was the women. It was the women that led. That was Dr. Tata was learning. It was always the African women, Joby, that make the men fight. They say most African men are cowards. The African women that always say enough is enough. Then they start making the men fight.
I am one of them. I am one of them, and I'll not tolerate no bullshit from nobody.
That's what happened. Exactly.
You know, and you'll stand where you belong, because I stand where I belong, period. But much love, family. We're coming to the end of today's amazing conversation.
Much love.
Hope you guys have enjoyed. Thank you so much for keeping the conversation.
I did enjoy that speech. That speech is brilliant.
John Mosquito, to everyone who has been with us on Rumble, those who shall be listening to this on a replay, BitChute as well. I see my show yesterday had a lot of views. Kindly remember to leave your comments as well.
Your show BitChute always gets a lot of views.
Yeah, so ensure you leave your comments as well, your thoughts regarding all these conversations. Sometimes I may not be right. You may be right, but don't be coming here with your racist comments, because that is.
Tell them, Joby.
That is your own. You projecting your own fear towards me, because we tell the truth. We're telling the truth. But much love. Have yourselves a beautiful day. Thank you so much once again. See you guys later. That is on the Tubonge show, and later on the Africa Today show, as we talk about what is happening. A lot of things are really happening. I'm so very.
Today we're gonna talk about the European mindset. Why they always seem to hurt Africans. So now you got the 60-year-old man who was breaking the bones of African American children at birth, and then before that you had the white nurse, the white woman nurse, who was breaking the bones of African American children at birth too. They've been doing this. What is wrong with these people, and why you shouldn't have your children around these people? Because they're breaking this the psychopathy, the hatred they have, when you've done nothing to them. These are babies, newborn babies. I'm breaking their arms and their legs, Joby. Newborn babies.
It's sickening, kid. I don't even know I'm gonna listen to that show. I couldn't even listen to that video further on TikTok that you sent me. I couldn't.
Yeah, that's just the man. The week before that, it was a white woman. So they've been doing this, but they've been doing this all over the world, guys. The black children. Okay, what you understand this? It's just that these two got caught in the last 2 weeks. That's not the ones that haven't got caught. You're gonna say, how my baby got a broken leg and a broken arm? Oh, they came out the womb with their arms all fucked up like this. Like what?
We'll extend much more of that, and of course what is happening where the U.S. federal agents have discovered a man-made tunnel running from Texas to Mexico. We'll be talking about that. We shall also talk about an 11-year-old black girl who has been arrested, and of course this is out of nothing.
This was the child that was that they always arrest our children, and she has mental problems. She's like almost partially. I think she has like. Yeah, partially retarded. Well, she has mental disabilities, but they always do that. The white people call on black kids to get them arrested.
Much love, family. See you guys.
Love, guys.
Later on. Have a beautiful day. Enjoy the rest part of your day.
Yeah, Mosquito. I made your Nigerian girlfriend a special thing at Jollof. I was practicing. You want me to mail it to England?